With the extreme heat this weekend, lots of us will end up in the pool, but too much time cooling off in the water can lead to other problems. Here to help us protect our eyes from chlorine and the summer sun is Timothy Sinek, an optometrist. Good morning.
Good morning, Ron.
Let's talk about chlorine. How do you protect your eyes from chlorine?
Well, as far as adults are concerned, most of us don't get our head underwater as often as the young kids do. And so as far as young kids are concerned, we try to talk them into keeping their eyes closed as much as possible. That's about impossible.
Yeah, that is pretty hard.
So one of the better things to do is to go with a swim goggle. These are kind of a nice swim goggle because it's also got a little sun protection too, and as long as they suction on the eye nicely, that'll just keep the water away from the cornea.
And how do you know if you've had too much exposure to chlorine, and how do you treat that?
Well, basically, if you've been in the pool for a longer period of time, you know your eyes will get irritated from the chlorine, they'll get red. And kind of a famous thing for young kids is that they'll look at the lights, and the lights will look like they've got halos around the lights. And so that's showing us that the cornea has had a little bit of chemical burn, and there's some swelling involved with the cornea. And how we treat that, for mild chemical burns, or mainly for most of the chemical burns, we'll use some artificial tears that help to lubricate the cornea, and just limit your time in the pool. That helps dramatically. If it's a little bit more of an excessive burn, you can go to the thicker drops. It's called a gel-based drop that seems to work out very nicely.
And you can get that over the counter, right?
Over the counter. Any of the big box stores or any of the pharmacies will have that over the counter.
Okay, and can you burn your eyes from the sun? Let's talk about sun protection now. You
certainly can burn your eyes. It's called an ultraviolet burn, and it's kind of like a mild welding burn. Anybody that's been around manufacturing knows that welding burns can be extremely painful. And so for the mild ones, the best way to protect yourself is using sunglasses, of course. And we brought some quality sunglasses in. You want to make sure you have something with a Polaroid filter, something with a nice sun tint in it. The browns seem to work a little nicer for enhancement, but that's a nice way to go. But for the milder burns, you can go with these artificial tears. The thicker ones seem to work a little better for a UV burn.
All right, thank you so much. Southwestern Eye Center has 25 locations around Arizona. To get more information or to find out how to make an appointment, log on to their website at swi.com. Thanks so much for coming in.